Hello and welcome to this very quick video. So here I would like just to show you a little bit around cursor and my settings. So the first thing you should do, you can go down here, cursor tab, and I always turn the model to fast because cursor acquires Supermaven. And so when you don't use the model to fast, well, you will not get advantage to Supermaven. And Supermaven is crazy fast for auto completion. So if you like auto completion, of course everybody does. So just go there, cursor tab. Here I'm on settings, so that's why you don't see it. But now on the file, you would see it here. Otherwise, it looks like a bit disabled if you are not on the file, because it's about the file, of course. It's auto completion. So auto completion will not work on settings. So here you'd see cursor tab, and then just turn it to fast to have Supermaven. For the settings, I use a lot of different varieties of different features. But the first thing I would suggest you to do is to turn early access. Why early access? It's just because when you use the standard one, I would say it's more buggy, because on early access, they would also release way more, like on a regular basis, patches, like bug fixes, very often. So standard one, to me, it's less stable than early access, again, because you receive more releases from early access and including bug fixes. So yeah, early access, it's something you want to do. And also when you use an AI code editor, you want always to be ahead compared to the traditional or the other competitors' code editors. So just turn early access here. For features, in my case, I have a lot on. They add a lot of new features too. So quite often you should look here to features to see if you have any new features. Usually that one, I would turn also that one on. Here I call cursor ignore. If you have any cursor ignore files in a subdirectory, it will take that file into account as well if you tick that one. Then play sound on finish. That's so handy. So you just leave cursor doing its own things, and once it finishes, it will play a sound, and that's really handy. Quite often you will have to index the index, as simple as that, to index it, and that will just improve the code base, the code base wide answers. So it's handy too. And then the project structure, that's so handy. Turn that one on, because sometimes it would create a new file, and actually there is a similar file already on your project. Like, why did you create a file? You should have used another one that already existed inside of my project. Sometimes, AI does things that don't make sense, and it's normal if it doesn't fully know your project structure. So you should tick that one on, and everything else I turned on. You should do the same. The default chat for me, I set agent. But you could also use the last used mode. And then terminal hint, that's also a handy one. For the models, that's the one I have ticked. The API keys, you don't need them, because in my case I have the Pro one and I don't want to pay extra. Actually, for the models, that one is the Bedrock AWS. That one is really kind of new now, but I'm not using it. And then for the Pro account, I would suggest you to use monthly, because yearly, well, you save a bit of money, but you don't know if in 1 year time cursor will still be the best, because that kind of code editor, you have so many new competitors now, and the speed is just crazy how they introduce new features and how all competitors try to be the best. So maybe cursor will not be as good as it is now in 6 months time, and that's fine. But that's why for me now I use the monthly one. Privacy mode, I would suggest you to keep it private. Again, otherwise you don't know where your data goes. Like, you have no idea. So it's better to enable all code remains private. Okay, you don't help that much to improve cursor in the meantime, but usually that's a standard one, to keep it private. And the rules, that's the one I have for now, the simple ones. You can copy it if you wish to. And that's it. And MCP, for now, I don't have any global MCP server. So that's my settings. And again, go quite often to the features tab, because you will have new features being introduced quite often, because again, especially when you're in beta early access, you will receive an update every week or every 2 weeks. And new updates means better stability and features that are crucial, because we are in early stage of AI code editor, and that's why it's important to always be ahead by enabling new features, the ones especially that are really needed, like the structure project one. That one, I love it, this one. Again, they have a changelog on their website, so you can have a look of all of the different new things happening there. And yeah, and then keep the model too fast. To use Supermaven, that was a super good news that Cursor acquires that company, Supermaven. And that's it. And I wish you a happy AI coding. See you in another video.